Hi everybody, welcome back to Daniellability and happy Friday. Today I thought I would talk about the pros and the cons of being in a wheelchair. That probably sounds a little bit weird, but there definitely are some pros to being in a wheelchair. And so I thought I would share those with you guys, and also some of the things that I wish that I could do. So without further ado, here are 5 pros and cons of being in a wheelchair. Con number 1, not being able to wear heels. Now, this is pretty specific to me. Not everybody who is in a wheelchair is unable to wear heels, but for me, I have really wide feet, and also my feet don't bend at all. So the arch that is needed to get your foot into a heel, I don't have. So I'm not able to wear them at all, which is frustrating when you're wearing a super fancy dress or, you know, an outfit that would look great with an awesome pair of heels. Don't take your heels for granted, even though they're painful and all of those other things. Not everybody can wear them, so be thankful that you can wear them and look awesome when you get dressed up. Pro number 1. On the flip side of not being able to wear heels, the shoes that I do have last forever because I never walk in them, so they take forever to wear out. So I literally have shoes that I've had since college because they just never wear out. I am really thankful for that because I hate shoe shopping because, as I was just saying, it's tough to find shoes that work with my feet. But once I do find them, I have them for forever. Con number 2. I love the idea of outdoor adventures in the mountains and on trails and all of those kinds of things. And also little hole-in-the-wall places, whether it's a boutique or going to another country and going to, you know, little areas that are off the beaten path. But typically, those kinds of places aren't accessible for a wheelchair, which is part of their charm, and so I would never want that to change, but it's a bummer because I don't get to go to a lot of those places. I may be in a historic district and there's a really cool old home, or I may go to a historic place and I can't see all of it because it's not accessible. And it's a tough thing because on the one hand, I would love to be able to fully see and experience all of those things, but I think the fact that they are rustic and old makes them that much cooler for other people. Pro number 2. Again, on the flip side of that, there are a lot of things that I get to experience that other people don't get to, whether that be early access or front row seats at a concert or being bumped to first class on a flight. There are a lot of things that I'm able to do that not everyone else is able to do. You know, I can go to an amusement park and not have to wait in line, which is ironic because I'm not a huge fan of amusement parks. So I don't really get to take advantage of that one. But there are a lot of fun things like that that I get to experience that other people don't. Con number 3, carrying food or drink while I'm strolling along. This probably sounds like a really small, simple thing that you would never even think about, but if I'm at a fair or a festival or anything like that, I could be with a friend and they can get something to drink, or they can, you know, buy some food and eat it as they're strolling along. And I can't do that. You know, I can't just hold a popsicle in one hand and wheel with one hand because especially at an outdoor venue like that, the grass is uneven and it's hard to push through, so there's no way that I can hold something while also trying to navigate. That is a very small, insignificant thing for a lot of people, but something that I would love to be able to do. Pro number 3, not everybody can go super fast like I can down a hill with very little effort. This is one of my favorite things to do. I love when I'm at the top of a hill and it's pavement and there's nobody in front of me and I can just cruise. It's kind of the same as if you were to go down a hill on a bike. You just let it fly. So that's really fun. Con number 4. I have literally always wondered what it feels like to put on a pair of really cozy socks or to get a foot massage. I'm paralyzed from the waist down, so I have some feeling in my upper thigh or hip area, but nothing down from there. So I have always wanted to know what it feels like to wear really cozy socks. Pro number 4, I always have a seat. No matter if I'm in a super crowded place or I'm outside, I always have somewhere to sit, which is great because I can't tell you how many times I've been with somebody and they're like, oh man, I wish I could just sit down right now. My legs are so tired. And I'm like, yeah, that's why I bring my chair with me everywhere I go. Con number 5. One of the things that I would love to be able to experience the same way that other people do is a slow dance. I have been asked to dance a handful of times in my life to a slow song because I think most people assume that I can't do it, which is kind of true. It's always a little bit awkward because what do? Just kind of swing your arms back and forth or whatever. And it's just kind of awkward. It's not the same kind of experience. I'm not eye to eye with the person. It's just different. So that's something that I would love to be able to experience the same way that other people do. And last but not least, pro number 5. I think that because of my disability and because of the way that I've had to adapt to things in life and do things differently than other people, I think in a lot of situations I tend to have more empathy, and I also see people's value differently because I never want somebody to judge me or value me simply based on what I can or can't do. I hope that people see that I have value outside of just my abilities. And so I try really hard to think that way of other people, that their value isn't simply in something that they're able to do or not able to do. I think it's important to value people for who they are as a person and, you know, how they make you feel and all of that. So I think that comes a little bit easier for me because I know what it feels like on the other side of that. And so I try to be that for other people as well. So that is all I have for you guys today. I really hope that that was interesting for you and that it shed some light on what it's like to be in a wheelchair and some of the obstacles and some of the good things that come with that. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time.